Have you ever felt different, as though your life carries a weight and meaning that sets you apart from others? Perhaps you've faced challenges that seem designed to test the very core of who you are: betrayals, misunderstandings, or the feeling of walking a path few can truly understand. These experiences, while isolating, point to a profound truth: you are chosen. To be chosen is not a designation of superiority, but of divine purpose. It is an identity steeped in responsibility, resilience, and a calling that transcends the ordinary. Yet, the journey of the chosen is not an easy one. It demands strength, patience, forgiveness, and faith. Even in the face of adversity, it requires navigating life's challenges with a wisdom and grace that reflect your connection to something far greater than yourself. This journey is both a burden and a blessing. It is marked by moments of profound struggle, but also by transformative breakthroughs. The chosen are not defined by the trials they face, but by the way they rise above them, embracing their purpose with unwavering faith and inner peace. In this guide, we delve into 7 key principles that define the path of the chosen. Each one builds upon the other, offering insights and strategies to help you navigate the unique challenges of your calling. From understanding the power of silence to finding strength in forgiveness, from cultivating patience to living with unshakable inner peace. These principles are not just tools for survival. They are the foundations of a life aligned with divine purpose. Let us walk together through this journey, uncovering the truths that empower the chosen ones to rise above the noise, embrace their calling, and shine as beacons of light in a world often shrouded in chaos. You are not alone, and your path is not without guidance. These 7 principles are here to illuminate your way and remind you of the strength, purpose, and divine favor that set you apart. Part 1. The power of silence. The chosen ones, those handpicked by God, often carry a unique burden that sets them apart from the crowd. This burden is not just the weight of divine calling, but also the challenges that come with being misunderstood, envied, and even betrayed. However, their greatest tool is not in loud declarations or emotional reactions. It is in the profound power of silence. Silence for the chosen is not a sign of surrender, but an intentional act of wisdom and spiritual mastery. It is a shield, forged in the depths of faith, that protects their essence from the chaos of manipulation and deceit. Imagine walking a path where your actions and intentions are constantly questioned, where your strength and peace become sources of discomfort for others. This is the reality for many chosen ones. Their silence, however, serves as their ultimate response. In the face of conflict, silence allows them to observe rather than react, gaining clarity that others cannot fathom. When words would otherwise escalate tension, silence diffuses it, creating a space where truth can surface on its own. This silence is not passive. It is deliberate. It requires immense strength to withhold words when emotions run high. Yet it is precisely in this withholding that the chosen ones display their spiritual superiority. The story of Jesus exemplifies this power of silence. When betrayed by Judas, Jesus did not lash out. He did not demand explanations or fight back with anger. Instead, he understood that the unfolding events were part of a divine plan. His silence was not weakness, but a testament to his alignment with God's will. Similarly, the chosen ones today are called to embody this same strength. When confronted with manipulation, lies, or betrayal, their silence becomes their loudest declaration of faith and inner peace. This silence also serves as a strategy. Manipulators and deceivers thrive on reactions. They crave the emotional energy that fuels their schemes. By remaining silent, the chosen deny them this power, leaving them directionless and exposed. The Bible teaches that even fools are considered wise when they hold their tongues, a testament to the transformative strength of silence. It is through this silence that the chosen ones disarm their adversaries, not by engaging in conflict, but by stepping back and allowing the divine truth to speak louder than any words could. Silence is also a reflection of trust in God's plan. It is a statement of faith that the truth does not need defending because it will rise on its own. Slowly but surely, The chosen ones understand that God sees all and works behind the scenes in ways that human efforts cannot match. By staying silent, they align themselves with this divine timing, refusing to be pulled into battles that distract from their greater purpose. In their silence, they find clarity and peace, reconnecting with their spiritual foundation and drawing strength from the quiet moments of communion with God. The power of silence is not just a defensive tool, but a transformative one. It creates a void that forces others to confront their own actions. Manipulators, who rely on chaos to maintain control, find themselves unmoored in the absence of reaction. This void serves as a mirror, reflecting their insecurities and shortcomings, often leading them to moments of self-reflection. While it is not the chosen one's responsibility to change others, their silence can serve as a catalyst for transformation. Ultimately, the power of silence is a testament to the chosen one's connection with God. It is a declaration that their strength comes not from earthly victories, but from their unwavering faith in a higher purpose. It is a tool that protects, empowers, and elevates them, allowing them to navigate life's challenges with grace and wisdom. Through silence, they rise above the noise of the world, standing firm in their divine calling and demonstrating the unparalleled strength of a soul anchored in peace. Part 2. Silence and Trials. For the chosen ones, life often presents trials that test the very foundation of their faith and resolve. These trials frequently come in the form of betrayal, manipulation, or disrespect from those they trust most deeply: family, friends, or close partners. The natural instinct in such moments might be to confront the wrongdoers, to demand justice, or to expose their deceit. However, the chosen ones are called to a higher path, one that requires immense spiritual discipline: the path of silence. Silence in trials is not about ignoring the pain or pretending it does not exist. It is about transforming the pain into a powerful act of faith and discernment. The chosen ones understand that manipulators often seek to provoke a reaction. They thrive on chaos and emotional outbursts, using these moments to distort reality and reinforce their control. By remaining silent, the chosen disarm their adversaries, depriving them of the energy they need to sustain their schemes. This silence is not born of passivity, but of wisdom. It reflects an understanding that not every battle needs to be fought with words or confrontation. Take, for instance, the story of Jesus during his betrayal by Judas. When Judas approached him with a kiss, a gesture laden with deceit, Jesus did not retaliate or rebuke him with anger. Instead, he responded with calm and clarity, fully aware that this act was part of a divine plan. His silence in the face of betrayal was not a sign of submission, but a profound demonstration of trust in God's greater purpose. Similarly, the chosen ones are called to embrace this kind of silence when faced with trials, knowing that their restraint is a testament to their faith. This silence, however, is not easy. It requires strength to resist the urge to defend oneself, to explain, or to retaliate. When someone close to the chosen ones lies, manipulates, or disrespects them, the pain cuts deep. It shakes their trust in people and ignites emotions of anger and betrayal. But the chosen understand that reacting in the heat of the moment only feeds the manipulator's agenda. Words spoken in anger can be twisted and used as weapons against them. Silence, on the other hand, leaves no room for misinterpretation. It becomes a fortress, protecting their integrity and allowing the truth to reveal itself in time. The Bible offers numerous examples of this principle. In the story of Joseph, his brothers betrayed him out of jealousy, selling him into slavery and lying to their father about his fate. Joseph had every reason to confront them, to accuse them of their wrongdoing, and to demand justice. Yet, he chose silence and patience, trusting in God's plan. Over time, this trust was rewarded as God elevated Joseph to a position of great authority in Egypt. When the truth finally emerged, it was undeniable, and his brothers were left to confront their guilt without Joseph needing to say a word. This story serves as a powerful reminder to the chosen ones that silence in trials is not a sign of weakness, but a profound act of faith in God's justice. Silence also creates space for divine intervention. By stepping back and refusing to engage in conflict. The chosen ones allow God to work in ways that human efforts cannot. The Bible reminds us that the Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. This promise reassures the chosen that their silence is not an abandonment of action, but an invitation for God to take control. It is a declaration of trust in His ability to bring justice in His perfect timing. Moreover, silence in trials brings clarity. When emotions run high, it is easy to lose sight of the bigger picture. Reacting impulsively can cloud judgment and escalate the situation. Silence, however, allows the chosen ones to step back and observe. In this stillness, they gain insight into the motives and intentions of others. They see beyond the surface and discern the truth with a clarity that only comes from spiritual alignment. Proverbs teaches that even fools are thought wise if they keep silent and discerning if they hold their tongues. This wisdom reinforces the importance of silence as a tool for navigating trials with grace and discernment. Finally, silence in trials is a reflection of the chosen one's strength and identity. It demonstrates that they are not ruled by their emotions or the actions of others, but by their connection to God. This strength unsettles those who seek to control them, as manipulators thrive on emotional reactions. When faced with silence, manipulators are forced to confront their own chaos, often leading to their schemes unraveling. The chosen one's silence becomes a mirror, reflecting back the manipulator's weakness and insecurity. In the midst of trials, silence is the chosen one's greatest weapon. It shields them from harm, grants them clarity, and invites divine intervention. It is not an act of surrender, but a declaration of faith and strength. By remaining silent, the chosen demonstrate their trust in God's plan, their confidence in their own integrity, and their refusal to be drawn into battles that distract from their higher purpose. This silence is not just a tool for survival, but a testament to their divine calling and spiritual mastery. Through it, they rise above the noise, standing firm in their identity as God's chosen ones. Part 3. The strength of patience. For the chosen ones, patience is not simply a virtue. It is a profound act of faith and strength. In a world that often demands immediate responses, quick resolutions, and instant gratification, the chosen ones understand that their path is not bound by the urgency of others. Instead, they walk with the rhythm of divine timing, trusting that God's plan unfolds perfectly, even if it is beyond their understanding. The strength of patience lies in their ability to endure trials and remain steadfast, knowing that their perseverance will lead to something far greater than temporary relief or vindication. The story of Joseph is a quintessential example of this strength of patience. Betrayed by his brothers, sold into slavery, falsely accused, and imprisoned, Joseph had every reason to despair. Yet, he chose to trust in God's plan rather than succumb to the bitterness of his circumstances. His patience did not mean passivity. Joseph worked diligently and maintained his faith even in the darkest moments. Over time, his perseverance bore fruit. He rose to a position of immense power in Egypt, where he was able to save countless lives, including those of the very brothers who had betrayed him. When his brothers came seeking help, Joseph's patience and faith culminated in an extraordinary act of grace and forgiveness. His journey serves as a powerful reminder that patience is not a delay in action, but a preparation for divine elevation. Patience for the chosen ones is not just about waiting. It is about enduring with purpose. It is about maintaining faith even when circumstances seem bleak, holding on to hope when others would give up. This endurance is deeply tied to their identity as chosen ones, individuals called to a higher purpose that often requires a long and challenging journey. The chosen understand that their trials are not obstacles meant to break them, but tools meant to refine them. Like gold in the fire, they are being shaped and purified through the process of waiting. This strength of patience is also deeply connected to the chosen one's understanding of divine justice. They know that God sees all, hears all, and works behind the scenes in ways that human effort cannot match. When wronged, betrayed, or misunderstood, the chosen ones resist the urge to seek immediate vindication or revenge. Instead, they place their trust in God, knowing that His justice is perfect and His timing impeccable. The Bible reassures them with passages such as, "Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for him. Do not fret when people succeed in their ways, when they carry out their wicked schemes." This wisdom reinforces the truth that God's justice is not bound by human timelines, and the chosen ones find peace in trusting that all will be made right in due time. The strength of patience also allows the chosen ones to cultivate clarity and wisdom. In moments of waiting, they are not idle, they are observing, reflecting, and growing. Patience creates space for discernment, enabling them to see beyond the immediate and recognize the greater purpose behind their trials. This clarity often reveals truths that are hidden in the chaos of haste. It allows the chosen to act with intention and wisdom rather than reacting impulsively, a skill that sets them apart in a world driven by instant gratification. Moreover, patience grants the chosen ones a profound sense of inner peace. While others may be consumed by frustration, anxiety, or despair during times of uncertainty, the chosen remain anchored. Their patience is rooted in their connection with God, a source of unwavering strength that sustains them through even the most challenging circumstances. This peace is not merely the absence of conflict, but the presence of divine assurance, a quiet confidence that comes from knowing they are held in the hands of a God who is both just and loving. The chosen one's patience also serves as a powerful witness to others. In a world that often seeks quick fixes and shortcuts, their ability to endure with grace and faith becomes a testimony to the strength of their character and the depth of their trust in God. Others are drawn to their calmness, their steadiness, and their refusal to be shaken by life's storms. Through their example, they inspire those around them to embrace patience as a path to growth and transformation. However, patience is not without its challenges. The waiting can be painful, filled with moments of doubt and questions about when or how God's promises will come to fruition. But the chosen ones understand that their faith is not dependent on visible results, but on the unseen work of God. They trust in the truth of passages like, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything." This perspective transforms waiting from a passive state into an active process of growth and preparation. The strength of patience is further demonstrated in the chosen one's ability to forgive and release. Patience allows them to let go of anger and resentment, understanding that these emotions only weigh them down. They know that forgiveness is not about justifying the wrongs done to them, but about freeing themselves from the chains of bitterness. By forgiving, they align themselves with God's justice, trusting that He will deal with those who have wronged them in His time and in His way. Ultimately, the strength of patience is a reflection of the chosen one's deep faith and unwavering trust in God's plan. It is an act of surrender, not to circumstances, but to a divine purpose that is far greater than they can comprehend. Through patience, they rise above the noise and chaos of the world, standing firm in their identity and purpose. They are not swayed by the urgency of others or the pressures of their trials, because they know that their journey is guided by the hand of God. In their patience, the chosen ones find their strength. They endure not because it is easy, but because they know it is worth it. They wait not in despair, but in hope, trusting that God is working all things together for their good. Their patience is a testament to their faith, a reflection of their resilience, and a demonstration of their commitment to their divine calling. Through it, they not only survive but thrive, becoming beacons of light and hope in a world that often struggles to find meaning in the waiting. Part 4. Forgiveness as the ultimate strength. Forgiveness is one of the most profound and transformative acts the chosen ones are called to embody. It is a spiritual weapon, a gift of liberation, and a profound demonstration of strength. For those handpicked by God, forgiveness is not merely an act of letting go of grievances. It is a declaration of faith in divine justice and an alignment with a higher purpose. While the world often views forgiveness as weakness or surrender, the chosen ones understand it as an act of spiritual mastery and freedom. Forgiveness begins with the recognition that pain, betrayal, and injustice are inevitable in a fallen world. For the chosen ones, These experiences often cut deeper because they come from those they love and trust: family, friends, or close partners. The pain of betrayal feels magnified because of the depth of connection, making forgiveness a monumental task. Yet, the chosen ones rise to this challenge, not because it is easy, but because they understand its transformative power. Forgiveness is not about condoning or excusing wrongdoing. It is not about forgetting the harm done or ignoring the lessons learned from it. Instead, forgiveness is about releasing the hold that anger, resentment, and bitterness have over the soul. These emotions, while natural, can become chains that bind the chosen ones to their pain, limiting their ability to move forward in their divine purpose. By choosing to forgive, they break these chains, reclaiming their peace and aligning themselves with God's will. The story of David and King Saul offers a powerful example of this strength. Saul, consumed by jealousy and fear, relentlessly pursued David, seeking to destroy him. David had multiple opportunities to retaliate, to take Saul's life and end the persecution. Yet, he chose restraint. In one particularly striking moment, David found Saul vulnerable in a cave. Instead of striking him down, David spared his life, declaring, "May the Lord judge between me and you, and may the Lord avenge me on you, but my hand shall not be against you." David's act of forgiveness was not a sign of weakness, but of profound trust in God's justice. He understood that vengeance was not his to take, and in his restraint, he demonstrated unparalleled strength. This same principle applies to the chosen ones today. When faced with betrayal or manipulation, they resist the urge to seek revenge or vindication. Instead, they entrust their cause to God, who promises to fight for them. Romans reminds us, "Do not take revenge, my dear friends, but leave room for God's wrath. For it is written, 'It is mine to avenge, I will repay,' says the Lord." This divine assurance gives the chosen ones the courage to forgive, knowing that justice is not theirs to enact but God's to fulfill. Forgiveness also serves as an act of spiritual protection. Holding on to resentment and anger creates a spiritual burden that weighs down the soul. It clouds judgment, disrupts peace, and creates an environment where bitterness can take root. The chosen ones understand that forgiveness is not a favor to the offender but a gift to themselves. By forgiving, they free their hearts from the toxic effects of anger and make room for God's healing and restoration. Ephesians 4 verses 31 to 32 captures this beautifully. "Get rid of all bitterness, rage, and anger. Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other, just as in Christ God forgave you." Forgiveness is also an act of faith. It requires the chosen ones to trust that God sees all, knows all, and will bring justice in His perfect time. It is an acknowledgement that human efforts to right wrongs are limited and that true justice can only come from the divine. This trust allows the chosen to release their pain into God's hands, knowing that He will use even the most painful experiences for their ultimate good. This perspective transforms forgiveness from a difficult obligation into a powerful act of surrender and alignment with God's will. The act of forgiveness is deeply transformative. It shifts the focus from the actions of the offender to the growth and healing of the one forgiving. Through forgiveness, the chosen ones cultivate a strength that transcends human understanding. They become resilient, unshaken by the wrongs done to them because their peace does not depend on others, but on their relationship with God. This strength becomes a testimony to the power of faith and grace, inspiring others to seek the same liberation. The chosen ones also understand that forgiveness is a journey, not a one-time decision. The pain of betrayal does not disappear overnight, and the process of healing takes time. There will be moments of doubt, anger, and sadness, but the chosen remain committed to the path of forgiveness. They lean on God's strength, seeking His guidance and comfort as they navigate this journey. In their moments of struggle, they remember the example of Jesus, who, even on the cross, prayed, "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing." This ultimate act of forgiveness serves as a model for the chosen ones, reminding them of the boundless grace they are called to extend. Forgiveness is also a reflection of the chosen one's identity. It sets them apart as individuals who live by a higher standard, guided by divine principles rather than earthly emotions. It demonstrates their unwavering faith in God's justice and their commitment to walking in alignment with His will. Through forgiveness, they embody the qualities of compassion, humility, and grace, becoming vessels of God's love and light in a world often overshadowed by darkness. Ultimately, forgiveness is not about the offender. It is about the chosen ones and their relationship with God. It is a declaration that their peace, purpose, and identity are not defined by the actions of others, but by their connection to the divine. It is an act of trust, strength, and liberation that allows them to rise above their trials and continue walking in their divine calling. Forgiveness is the ultimate strength of the chosen ones. It is a weapon against bitterness, a tool for healing, and a testament to their faith. Through forgiveness, they demonstrate the transformative power of grace, inspiring others to embrace the same freedom. It is not an easy path, but it is one that leads to profound peace and alignment with God's will. By forgiving, the chosen ones affirm their identity as children of God, set apart and empowered to rise above life's challenges with faith, strength, and unwavering purpose. Part 5. Creating a void through silence. For the chosen ones, silence is not merely an absence of words, but a deliberate act of creating a void, one that holds profound power and transformation. This void is not empty. It is a space where truth reveals itself, where chaos loses its grip, and where manipulators are confronted with their own inner brokenness. By choosing silence, the chosen ones disarm their adversaries without confrontation and create a mirror that reflects back the very flaws and schemes of those who seek to control them. Manipulators thrive in chaos. Their strength lies in their ability to provoke reactions, distort narratives, and create emotional turmoil. They rely on arguments, confrontations, and emotional outbursts to sustain their control and power. But what happens when they are met with silence? When the chosen ones refuse to engage, manipulators find themselves in unfamiliar territory. The absence of a reaction leaves them unmoored, unable to twist or manipulate what has not been said. In this silence, the manipulators' tactics begin to unravel, exposing their insecurity and dependence on conflict. The Bible offers wisdom on this approach, teaching that do not answer a fool according to his folly, or you yourself will be just like him. By refusing to engage in the manipulator's game, the chosen ones avoid being pulled into a cycle of chaos and deceit. Their silence creates a void that the manipulator cannot fill, forcing them to confront the emptiness of their schemes. This void is not a passive space. It is an active force that strips away the manipulator's power and renders their tactics ineffective. In this void, the chosen ones find their own strength. By stepping back and choosing silence, they preserve their energy and protect their peace. They shift their focus from the chaos created by others to their own clarity and alignment with God. This space allows them to observe and discern, gaining insights that would otherwise be obscured in the noise of confrontation. Silence becomes a shield, guarding their spirit from the emotional manipulation of others and allowing them to remain anchored in their faith. The story of Jesus provides a powerful example of this principle. When faced with false accusations and provocation, Jesus chose silence. In one instance, when a group of men brought a woman accused of adultery before him, hoping to trap him with their words, Jesus responded not with argument, but with stillness. He knelt and began to write in the sand, saying nothing. This act of silence created a void that forced the accusers to confront their own guilt and hypocrisy. One by one, they walked away, disarmed by the absence of conflict and the presence of truth. Jesus' silence was not weakness, but a demonstration of divine strength, wisdom, and authority. For the chosen ones, creating this void is not just a strategy for dealing with manipulators, but also a tool for transformation. While it is not their responsibility to change others, the void created by their silence often serves as a catalyst for self-reflection in those who encounter it. Manipulators, when faced with the stillness of the chosen ones, are left to confront their own behavior and motivations. This can lead to moments of introspection and, in some cases, transformation. while the chosen ones may never see the fruits of this change. Their silence plants seeds that can grow in ways they may not anticipate. This void is also a testament to the chosen one's faith and inner strength. It demonstrates their refusal to be controlled by the actions or emotions of others. By choosing silence, they declare that their peace and purpose are not negotiable. They stand firm in their identity, trusting that God is their defender and that truth will prevail in His perfect timing. This confidence is not arrogance, but a quiet assurance that comes from their connection with the divine. However, creating a void through silence requires courage. It is not easy to resist the urge to defend oneself or to retaliate when wronged. The natural instinct is to fight back, to assert one's truth, or to demand justice. But the chosen ones understand that true power lies in restraint. By stepping back and allowing the void to speak, they show that they are not ruled by their emotions or the schemes of others. This restraint is a reflection of their spiritual maturity and their commitment to a higher purpose. The chosen ones also recognize that the void they create is a space where God works. By choosing silence, they make room for divine intervention. The Bible reassures them with passages like, "The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still." This promise reminds them that their silence is not an abandonment of action, but a declaration of trust in God's justice. In the void, God's truth is revealed, His justice unfolds, and His plan is carried out in ways that transcend human understanding. The power of creating a void through silence also extends to the chosen one's personal growth. In this stillness, they are able to reflect, heal, and reconnect with their faith. The void becomes a sanctuary where they can seek God's guidance, draw strength from His presence, and prepare for the next steps in their journey. It is a space of renewal and restoration, where their spirit is fortified and their purpose clarified. Ultimately, the void created by silence is a tool of both defense and transformation. It protects the chosen ones from the chaos of manipulation while challenging those around them to confront their own truth. It is a space where God's presence is felt most deeply, where His justice is enacted, and where His purpose is revealed. For the chosen ones, this void is not empty. It is filled with the power of faith, the clarity of discernment, and the assurance of divine alignment. By choosing silence and creating this void, the chosen ones demonstrate their spiritual strength and wisdom. They show that they are not bound by the schemes of manipulators or the expectations of the world. Instead, they walk in the confidence of their identity as God's chosen, trusting in His plan and His timing. Through this void, they rise above the noise, standing as beacons of peace, purpose, and divine strength. This is the power of the chosen ones, to create a space where truth, transformation, and divine justice can thrive. Part 6. Living with Inner Peace. Inner peace is the hallmark of the chosen ones. It is the unshakable calm that flows from their deep connection with God, allowing them to navigate life's challenges with grace, clarity, and unwavering purpose. While the world around them may be consumed by conflict, chaos, and noise, the chosen ones walk a path of serenity, guided by the assurance that their peace is rooted in something eternal. This inner peace is not a passive state, but an active practice, cultivated through faith, reflection, and trust in God's divine plan. The chosen ones understand that true peace does not come from external circumstances. It is not dependent on the absence of challenges or the resolution of conflicts. Instead, it is an inner sanctuary, a wellspring of strength that remains untouched by the storms of life. This peace is cultivated through a conscious alignment with God, who is the ultimate source of tranquility. Isaiah 26 verse 3 affirms this truth. You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast because they trust in you. For the chosen ones, this trust becomes their anchor, grounding them in moments of uncertainty and turmoil. Living with inner peace requires intentionality. The chosen ones are mindful of where they direct their energy and attention. They recognize that engaging in unnecessary battles or being drawn into the chaos of others only disrupts their equilibrium. Instead, they choose to prioritize their relationship with God, seeking His guidance and wisdom in all things. This intentional focus allows them to rise above the noise, maintaining clarity and purpose even in the face of adversity. Boundaries play a critical role in preserving inner peace. The chosen ones are not afraid to establish firm limits on what they allow into their lives. They understand that not every argument needs their participation and not every conflict requires their response. This discernment is a reflection of their spiritual maturity and their commitment to protecting their peace. By setting boundaries, they create a space where they can thrive, free from the distractions and negativity that would otherwise weigh them down. The chosen ones also draw strength from prayer and meditation. These practices are their refuge, moments of stillness where they connect with God and replenish their spirit. In prayer, they surrender their burdens, seek clarity, and find comfort in God's presence. In meditation, they quiet their minds, allowing divine wisdom to flow into their hearts. These moments of communion with God are not just acts of devotion, but essential practices that sustain their inner peace. The story of Jesus in the storm illustrates this beautifully. When his disciples were terrified by the raging sea, Jesus remained calm, rebuking the wind and waves with the words, "Peace, be still." His composure in the face of chaos demonstrated his divine authority and his unwavering trust in God. The chosen ones are called to embody this same peace, knowing that the storms of life cannot overpower the presence of God within them. Inner peace also empowers the chosen ones to act with intention and wisdom. When emotions run high or conflicts arise, they do not react impulsively. Instead, they pause, reflect, and choose their responses carefully. This deliberate approach not only protects their peace, but also ensures that their actions align with their higher purpose. Proverbs reminds us, "The one who has knowledge uses words with restraint, and whoever has understanding is even-tempered." The chosen ones live by this wisdom, allowing their calmness to speak louder than words. Moreover, inner peace serves as a powerful testimony to others. In a world that often equates strength with loudness and action, the chosen ones' quiet confidence and serenity stand out. Their ability to remain composed in the face of adversity inspires others to seek the same peace. Their lives become a reflection of God's grace, showing that true strength lies not in control or confrontation, but in trust and surrender. Inner peace is not without its challenges. The chosen ones are not immune to pain, betrayal, or disappointment. They feel the weight of life's difficulties just as deeply as anyone else. However, what sets them apart is their ability to return to their source of peace. They recognize that their emotions, while valid, do not have to dictate their actions or steal their serenity. Instead, they turn to God, drawing strength from His promises and allowing His presence to calm their hearts. Forgiveness is a key aspect of maintaining inner peace. The chosen ones understand that holding on to resentment only creates inner turmoil. By choosing to forgive, they release the hold that anger and bitterness have over their spirit. Forgiveness is not about excusing wrongdoing, but about freeing themselves from its grip. It is an act of self-liberation that protects their peace and aligns them with God's grace. Living with inner peace also requires faith in God's timing. The chosen ones trust that everything unfolds according to His divine plan, even when circumstances seem uncertain or unfair. This trust allows them to relinquish control, knowing that God is working all things together for their good. Romans 8 verse 28 affirms this truth, and we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. This assurance gives the chosen ones the confidence to move forward with peace, even in the midst of challenges. Ultimately, inner peace is a reflection of the chosen one's spiritual identity. It is a testament to their alignment with God and their commitment to living according to His will. It is not a fragile state that can be easily disrupted, but a resilient force that sustains them through life's ups and downs. Through their peace, the chosen ones demonstrate the power of faith, the strength of surrender, and the beauty of a life lived in harmony with the divine. Inner peace is both a gift and a responsibility for the chosen ones. It is a sacred trust, a reflection of their connection with God, and a source of strength that empowers them to fulfill their purpose. By choosing to live with peace, they not only protect themselves but also become beacons of light in a world often overshadowed by chaos. Their lives stand as a testament to the transformative power of faith, showing that true peace comes not from external circumstances, but from an unshakable relationship with God. This is the strength of the chosen ones, to walk through life with calm, clarity, and unwavering trust, knowing that their peace is anchored in something eternal. Part 7. The Journey of Divine Purpose. For the chosen ones, life is not a series of random events, but a carefully orchestrated journey designed by God. This journey, though often marked by challenges, betrayals, and moments of solitude, is ultimately a path of divine purpose and eternal significance. The chosen ones understand that their calling is not defined by the approval or understanding of others, but by their alignment with God's will. Walking this journey requires faith, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to the higher calling placed upon them. The chosen ones live with the awareness that they are set apart. This distinction is not rooted in superiority, but in responsibility. They are called to carry a unique burden, one that often includes the ability to see what others cannot. They discern hidden truths, recognize manipulation, and perceive deeper meanings in life's events. This gift of discernment, however, comes with its own trials. The chosen ones often find themselves misunderstood or isolated because their clarity disrupts the illusions others cling to. Yet, they accept this as part of their divine mission, knowing that their path is meant to serve a greater purpose. This journey requires letting go of earthly attachments. The chosen ones learn to release their need for validation, approval, and control, trusting instead in God's plan. This surrender is not a sign of passivity, but a declaration of faith. It reflects their confidence that God is orchestrating every detail of their lives for their good and His glory. Romans 8 verse 28 reminds them, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose." This assurance allows the chosen ones to face trials with peace, knowing that even their pain has a purpose. One of the most profound aspects of the chosen one's journey is their ability to rise above conflicts and distractions. They recognize that not every battle is worth fighting and that their energy is sacred. By choosing silence, setting boundaries, and walking away from meaningless chaos, they preserve their focus on what truly matters. This wisdom reflects their understanding that their purpose is far greater than any temporary conflict. Their lives are not defined by petty struggles, but by their alignment with God's vision for them. The chosen one's journey is also one of transformation. Each trial they face serves as a tool for refining their character and strengthening their faith. They understand that their challenges are not obstacles but opportunities for growth. Like gold refined in fire, they emerge from these trials stronger, more resilient, and more deeply connected to God. James captures this beautifully. "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything." Forgiveness plays a central role in this journey. The chosen ones understand that holding on to anger or resentment only hinders their progress. By forgiving those who wrong them, they release the burdens that would otherwise weigh them down. Forgiveness is not about condoning the actions of others, but about choosing freedom and peace. It reflects their trust in God's justice and their commitment to walking in alignment with His grace. This act of forgiveness becomes a testament to their strength and a declaration of their faith in God's ability to right all wrongs in His perfect time. As they progress on their journey, the chosen ones become beacons of light for others. Their resilience, wisdom, and unwavering faith inspire those around them to seek their own divine purpose. Their lives become a reflection of God's power, demonstrating that true strength comes not from earthly victories, but from trust in a higher plan. Through their actions, they show that it is possible to navigate life's challenges with grace, integrity, and peace. The chosen ones also understand the importance of community on their journey. While their path is often solitary, they recognize the value of connecting with others who share their commitment to faith and purpose. These connections provide encouragement, support, and a reminder that they are not alone. Together, they form a community of individuals who are united by their desire to live in alignment with God's will. This sense of belonging strengthens them, allowing them to continue their journey with renewed determination. The journey of divine purpose is not without its difficulties. There are moments of doubt, fear, and exhaustion. The chosen ones may question whether they are truly capable of fulfilling their calling. But in these moments, they turn to God, drawing strength from His promises and finding comfort in His presence. Isaiah 41 verse 10 offers reassurance. Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. This promise reminds the chosen ones that they are never alone and that God's strength is always available to them. Ultimately, the journey of divine purpose is about faithfulness. The chosen ones are not called to understand every step of the way, but to trust in the one who guides them. Their lives are a testament to the power of surrender, the strength of resilience, and the beauty of a life lived in alignment with God's will. They walk their path not for earthly recognition, but for eternal significance, knowing that their obedience brings glory to God. This journey is also one of victory. While the chosen ones may face challenges and setbacks, they are assured of ultimate triumph. God's promises are their anchor, and His plan for their lives is one of hope and fulfillment. Jeremiah 29 verse 11 affirms this, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." This promise fills the chosen ones with confidence and joy, even in the midst of trials. The journey of divine purpose is a sacred calling. It is a path that requires courage, faith, and unwavering commitment. For the chosen ones, it is not just a way of life, but a testament to their identity as children of God. Through their journey, they inspire others, glorify God, and fulfill the unique purpose for which they were created. This is the legacy of the chosen ones, to walk their path with strength, grace, and faith, knowing that their steps are guided by the hand of the divine. Embracing your divine calling. As the journey of the chosen unfolds, it becomes clear that your life is not ordinary, it is extraordinary. Every trial, every moment of silence, every act of patience and forgiveness, every step toward inner peace, and every decision to trust in God's plan is a testament to the unique calling you carry. You were not chosen for ease, but for purpose. You were not set apart for the approval of the world, but to fulfill a divine mission that only you can accomplish. The principles we've explored, silence, patience, forgiveness, creating space for transformation, living with inner peace, and embracing your journey, are not mere strategies for survival. They are tools of mastery, guiding you to rise above life's chaos and walk boldly in your divine calling. They remind you that your strength comes not from the world, but from your connection to the one who has called you. You are chosen to be a light in the darkness, a vessel of grace and wisdom, and a reflection of God's love. Your actions, decisions, and even your silence carry weight, shaping not only your path, but also inspiring others to seek their own divine purpose. You are a testament to the power of faith and the resilience of the human spirit when aligned with God's will. As you continue this journey, remember that you are never alone. God walks with you, His strength upholding you, His wisdom guiding you, and His love surrounding you. Trust in His timing, for He is working all things together for your good. Rest in His promises, for they are unshakable. Embrace your trials, for they are refining you into the person you are meant to be. You are chosen, set apart, and equipped for greatness. Let this truth anchor you as you navigate life's complexities. Let it fuel your courage when challenges arise and sustain your peace when storms threaten. And above all, let it remind you that your life has meaning, your purpose is divine, and your victory is assured. As you walk this path, may you shine brightly, inspiring others with your strength, grace, and unwavering faith. You are not just living, you are thriving, growing, and fulfilling the beautiful calling that was placed on your life from the very beginning. You are chosen. Now, rise and walk boldly in this truth.